Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming up today. Merry Christmas in advance. To my old subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And to my new subscribers, thank you. Also, to those that have viewed for the first time or those that have not subscribed, please do click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. A toddler, 2 years old, was strangled to death, then thrown into the oven by his grandparents. Such a great pain. Heartbroken parents, Maria, who is 20 years old, and Dimitri, who is 25 years old, had arrived to pick up their 2-year-old son, Dima, from his grandparents, but only to find his burned remains dumped in the snow. Oh, wow. Isn't this too much? The couple, that's the grandparents, aged 52 and 48 years old, whom the parents of Dima trusted their kid into their care to look after the boy. It's very, very terrible and so heartbreaking to see this kind of a thing. As such, the grandparents have been arrested on suspicion of his murder in southwest Siberia, Russia. This actually happened in Russia. Police said the boy was strangled and thrown into the scalding stove and have detained the couple in connection with their grandson's death. And they are claiming now, the grandparents are actually claiming that they were intoxicated at the time and could not cope with Dima's crying. That the little boy was actually crying and they were intoxicated. They've had lots of liquor and they couldn't control hearing the boy cry. So the best option for them was to strangle the little boy who was crying and then threw him into the oven. And when the parents had arrived at the house, they found the clothes of their son that he has been wearing. They found it on the floor and then they stepped outside into the freezing environment. It was actually freezing to about minus 20 centigrade. So you can imagine how cold that environment or that particular city was at that time. And as such, they then called the police to report the incident. In a statement, the Russian investigative committee said they located the little boy's clothes in the next. This is just so painful. Even talking about it, it's just so heartbreaking. The little boy's clothes were found and the body of their son in the snow. Everything was found in the snow, and the investigators had to come and take a forensic analysis which will establish the exact reason for the boy's death. God. This is really, really heartbreaking. How can human beings do this to a baby? A little child. You strangle the child? What do you mean by, I'm just trying to imagine, analyze what they mean by they were intoxicated. So you are being intoxicated, you're strangling a little child, you wouldn't know that it's a little child. Even someone who is drunk would know that it's a little child. So how intoxicated are you, or how drunk were you that you didn't realize that that's a child? I don't think this story doesn't really sound okay. You'll be wondering, don't you see that that's a child that is crying? So you had to strangle him because he was crying. Oh, this is really, really heartbreaking. And the parents said, our poor little boy, how could we not save you? Last year, grandfather Alexander Draniko, 54 years old, was detained in the region after his grandson burned to death when they threw him into a hot stove. The drunk man claimed he saw Satan in the boy. So, can you imagine this is another incident that actually happened again? So these other grandparents, they are now saying that they saw Satan in the boy. That's the Alexander Draniko of 54 years old. And then these other grandparents that killed this little boy are saying they were intoxicated, and then you killed a little child. It's really, really painful to see things like this happening. Also, from the clip, you can see the little sweet boy and his parents. Such a pain. I think it's also another eye-opener for parents. Please be mindful who you leave your kids with, because you can never tell. Even a close family member may end up doing what you don't expect, just like this grandparents. I'm sure they will never believe that their parents will do this to their grandchild. It's so heartbreaking, you know. A parent left his child coming back home to carry a dead child. It's really painful. I pray that the soul of Dima will rest in perfect peace with the Lord. His grandparents have to face the law, because what they've done is really terrible. Life can't be recovered. That little boy is gone. You can't buy life back again. Parents, please be watchful. Be careful with who you leave your kid with. It's very, very important. These are babies. They can't react. They can't do anything at that moment when something terrible is happening to them. And you as a parent, you feel bad. These parents are feeling bad that they were unable to save their son. Any parent will feel that way. They'll be wishing they were there. They'll be making wishes like, I wish I never dropped my kid here. I wish I was there to save my kid. And that only comes after the deed has been done. It's so painful. May God console the parents of Dima, that's Maria and Dimitri. May God console you people and other family members and friends. Thank you, friends, for coming up today. Please, for those of you that have not subscribed, do click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Merry Christmas to everybody, and God bless you all.